Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On 1st and 10, Newman. Caught right side, Davis. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Newman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right. Relay feed.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go!
From the gun on third down, Newman. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Newman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Operating from the gun, Newman. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw on third down, Newman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hey, 88.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Look at the spin. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll go on the ground. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ohio!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some room to work. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Newman. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they'll run it here. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ohio! Here we go! White 90! White 90!
On 3rd down, Newman. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
319.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Zoom.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Over. Strong right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout called.
Hey, check 26. Right. Over. Hey, where y'all going?
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That's fine. Yeah. Here we go. 58. Going right. Wide left. Here we go.
Again, it's Howard. Room here to run. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Get reset, hey, easy. Back to north.
They go with Howard again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A give to Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock it backwards.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll go on the ground. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A spin and some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, Newman. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
That's it, baby. Jumbo! We got 4. Scat 300. Scat 300.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Zoom. Right. Hey, jump out.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Allen's got it. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name this? Sideline. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
319. Jump out. Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. Ohio.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Niners on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Flex round! Flex round!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st and goal, Howard. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. Oh, no, he lost the football. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there.